And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be. I'm Emma. Welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent. And welcome back to the dramatic gothic font of Shadows over Loathing. A very silly game. So yeah, last time we said we were going to go and check out that fridge factory to find the object we're meant to be uncursing. And then we did side quests for the entire episode, and it was actually good. We helped a pirate captain who was, well, not a pirate, even a whaling captain who had lost all his crew, and the guy pretending to be the ghosts of his crew and also stealing funeral urns. We helped out at the park. We learned hobo code. And very productive. We got a new friend. We got Obi, the oboe hobo. My chair decided that it didn't want to ever move in the directions that I wanted it to. Wheels, am I right? Who'd use them? We just get on with it. So this time we might actually make it to the fridge factory and do the main quest. I make zero promises. So here's our girl, Jim Bathflower. Currently high-stepping because why not go for maximum jaunt? There's Obi. Hello, Obi. Hello, Obi. But there is also the Tin Lizzie Chop Shop. What does our side quest list look like at the minute? We don't currently have any side quests. I'm sure I can fix that. Obi stops and calls your attention to a small park that the two of you are walking past. Oh, and also, apologies in advance to anybody who came here looking for reasonable accents. None of these people will have reasonable accents, and most of them won't sound like they did before. Obi stops and calls your attention to the small park that the two of you are walking past. Look, there's a fair number of folks out today. We in a hurry? I guess not. Why? He pulls his oboe out of its case, then drops 2 meat in his hat and hands it to you. I'm thinking it's a crying shame to waste such an opportunity. Is busking legal? We've run into this before. Kid, don't be such a square. Anyway, we'll be long out of here before anyone makes a fuss. I don't know why he's gone into bad gambit, but apparently that's who Obi is today. Well, okay. You pass the hat while Obi belts out some tunes, and the two of you split the take afterwards. Okay, yeah, sure, that was very straightforward. You managed to sneak up to the Tin Lizzie's hideout without anyone noticing. You aren't going to stay unnoticed for long, though. This place is crawling with Lizzies. Unless your first move is to turn tail and run, I guess. But we've been established that, apart from what I am, I'm not a coward. The car looks terrible, but it smells great. You isolate and then confiscate the source of the freshness. It's a prototype car freshener, plus 2 stench armor. Neat. A couple of Tin Lizzies are busy trying to dismantle a car that is already pretty thoroughly mantleless. It's like watching someone try to scrape just one more sandwich worth of meat out of a leftover turkey carcass. Well, violence. Okay. So we can one-shot Wendy. You're going to shoot us with a grease gun and it won't be fun. So, have a rock. Oh wait, I have 3 AP. Have another rock. Have lethal rock. And get stabbed. Problem solved. Oh, we still have to kill the familiars. They're not going to just despawn because we killed the main enemies. Boo. Well, Roxanne, goodbye. Oh, Obi does hot damage with his hot licks. And goodbye. I love the very casual walk over, and then when you get there, going into fencing posture. Cool. There's a greasy toolbox here. With greasy gloves, then. Some other stuff. Sleeves, armor, gloves. Add 1 bonus damage to a weapon. Ooh. So we can just keep leveling up our big leaf. Stuff adhesive rivets. Add armor to some pants. I mean, I kind of want to use these just now, but I mean, our pants at the minute are... they're air. I do like our sword leaf sword. Sure, let's sharpen it. Sharpen your sword leaf sword to a razor's edge. Now it's a sharpened sword leaf sword. We really ought to put the car out of its misery. Yeah, maybe that's worse. Just an old oil barrel? Oh, since it's open, it's full of rainwater. Well, we can fish in anything because we got a salty fishing rod. We caught a filthy rag. Deals moxie and stench damage once per fight. Offhand item. What do we have in our offhand at the minute? Oh, this hymnal, which does mysticality and spooky damage, so the filthy rag would actually be better. Also, what effects have we got on at the minute? Because I feel like our moxie could be higher. Oh, we can afford a thing. Do we want moxie and... actually, we're using moxie to attack with, and sleaze armor. Like, they're dealing sleaze damage with their grease guns here, so... let's get some ribald memories. Currently have muscle from food, AP from a potion, HP from booze. So we could get... do we have any food that would increase moxie? Sure don't. We should probably go back to the bakery and cook some more special food. Again, this is anything but the main quest, isn't it? A bunch of tin lizards are hanging out here. Their attention's mainly focused on something further to the right, but the camera doesn't move far enough for you to see what it is. Yeah, that does sound like what's happening now. Well, let's find out. Hope is on fire. By Deanne Foot. Do I have anything that cures fire? No. I can use... I can heal bleeding and poison. So... 8 HP, 7 HP, 7 HP. So we should be able to get all of these. Aluminium Stephanie, have a cola. Steel Holly. Rock. And Rag. And then Aluminium Angie. Or indeed aluminum. Oh, I suppose I have another AP I could take out one of these wrenches. Jubadiah. Away. Get rocked. And then you get leafed. You know, I think I've got this combat system handled. Oh yeah, you can do hot damage or you do physical damage from bleeding. Well, you can just kill Henrietta with a hot lick. Which is my latest banned music hall song. You won. Time to see what all the hoopla was about. And we got some face grease, which increases hot armor, and some greasy knee pads to add sleaze armor to a pair of pants. Interesting that we've got this much kind of equipment customization. A welding bench with a welding mask. A face will be a better home for it than this dirty bench. Also, it's a new hat, so Tony can take a photo of it. Physical armor and hot armor. Neat. More like a picked-apart truck. Sure, let's go with that. A muscular woman with flaming red hair is sitting in a throne made of welded-together wrenches and glaring at you. Hi. The woman gives you the traditional, slow, sarcastic clap as you step forward. Nice entrance. Thanks. Nice chair. Thanks. Now, who the hell are you? No reason not to be polite to presumably the queen of the scrapyard. I'm Jimmy Barclay, nice to meet you. And you are? Well, ain't you sweet? I'm Big Liz Studebaker. I'm the boss of this gang. And my name is Caleb. No, different gang. And if you get that reference, then you're my dad. Yeah, that makes sense. Nah, considering that you just busted into my scrapyard and beat up 5 of my girls, plus however many on the way here, I figure you got something on your mind. What is it you want, exactly? We want to fight? We want them to just stop attacking me in the street? We want to join? I didn't really have a goal, or I'll come back later. I mean, we literally just came here because there was a location. I didn't really have a... Or do we want to join the gang? Let's join a gang. Why not? See if this works. Sorry, kiddo. This ain't just a gang, it's a business. And I can tell just by looking at you that you don't know a crankcase from a manifold. The crankcase is the one with cranks in it? I'll tell you what. You got this far, and my girls ain't no slouches, that's with some respect. I'll grant you a boon. Like a favor? Yeah, within reason. I don't know this isn't some kind of trick. It's no trick. You can trust me because I'm sitting on the Crescent Throne. That means everything I say is automatically true. Wow. Like the Pope? Kinda. Yeah. We're real into hierarchy and chain of command around here. Neat? Anyway. What if you say you have 1,000,000 meat? What? What if you say black is white? It is a magic. It's just... Look. Part of being a good leader is not trying to use your powers in stupid ways. I mean, Big Liz makes a point. Oh. Anyway, you get one wish. What'll it be? More you cannot wish for more wishes. Call off your girls. Prizes. Fight her. Spellchair. I mean, the girls don't put up that much of a fight. Prizes. Endless compromises, shattering the illusions of integrity. Well, that's easy enough. There's a shed over there where we keep spare tools and parts. Help yourself. It's the Chop Shop shed key. It's the key to Big Liz's shed at the Chop Shop. Hopefully it's easier to use than it is to say. God, I was getting so much of that at the Magic release. Whoever decided that one of the main gangs in this should be the Slick Shots, and that there should be a kind of standout red rare called Slick Shot Show Off. I have opinions about being able to say the names of your cards. Neat, thanks. Well, that was a fun meeting. But also, there's a car here. Not been noticeably chopped. Inside it? Dang, the doors are locked. We don't have a coat hanger to jimmy it with. An old school blacksmith's anvil. This must be where they work on the really vintage cars. I think that's called a horse. Shed door locked. Shed door no longer locked. Hurrah. Various greasy metal objects. You take the most dangerous looking pieces of metal and pocket them. Anarchists' hardware. Pipes and cannon fuse and... Well, mostly just pipes and cannon fuse. Anarchy's pretty straightforward. Is it, though? In this toolbox. Another crowbar. You never know when you might need to pry open 2 things at once. Or win a game of Sentinels of the Multiverse. God, that's a game that burnt into my brain. And dual crowbars, bang a card. Car door. It's been converted into a shield by picking it up. Moxie and physical damage, and reduce an opponent's mysticality by 3. Well, we're equipping that. That's like the Filthy Rag, except better. I mean, it doesn't do elemental damage, I guess, if they've got a lot of physical armor, but still. The poster says, antifreeze is delicious, but it's poison! I mean, you maybe shouldn't put the first part on there. It's a workbench covered in tools. We can make stuff. Ah, with our other crafting materials, if we wanted to use them for combat items rather than food or anything. So, Sleaze damage and debuff Moxie, 10 HP cure poison, set an enemy on fire, do cold damage and reduce muscle, or just gain 2 AP. How much energizing powder do I... I've got 2 energizing powder. Extra AP would be not terrible. Or fancy stuff. Gain 3 AP and increase AP regen by 1. Hello. Or just deal damage to all enemies. I can make another fancy one. I have a lot of glowing ooze. 10 physical damage to all enemies. Throw a nuclear bomb. Sounds bad. A deadly blend of old-timey iconography and newfangled atomic technology. In your face, Oppenheimer. Okay, that's all the fancy ones we can make. Every day on this calendar just says crimes. Somebody also went to the new Magic release. A bunch of repair manuals for cars you've never heard of. Except, one of these books is about weapons instead of cars. Welding and Wielding teaches advanced weapon repair technique. By Tig Fluxcore. A+ name. Read it. You read the book. Huh. Turns out you're supposed to repair weapons after using them for a while. Who knew? Weapon durability system unlocked. We said prizes, not curses. Why would you do this to us? You know enough about weapon repair to tell when it's needed, but not quite enough to do anything about it. You go to put the book away, but realise with the newfound knowledge that its spine is broken beyond repair. So you throw it away. Okay. This just seems like an unalloyed bad thing. Boo. Can I get anything out from Liz? Back, are you? You gotten all the favors you're gonna get out of me, kid. I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd say hi. Hi. Also, bye. Bye. Okay. Yeah, so... let's leave that chop shop. Let's go back to Snackle Mills. I want to cook some stuff so I can, like, get some Moxie food. Food for my Moxie. Oh, we're being mugged by Glocklins again. 9 meat. No, this time we fight. I'm already regretting it. How is Hieronymus the fastest of us? I mean, honestly. Okay, so... wow, you have actually quite a bit of HP. Get bashed? And now I can just kill you. So, somebody else can eat rocks. And you can have some delicious cola. Turns out the answer is just unload everything on them as quickly as you can. And then you die. Right, you're on 7, you're on 3, so Obi can finish you off with a hot lick. Phrasing. And a passing car clips gun to the pounder, dealing 5 physical damage. Alright. Thanks, passing car. Anyway, rock. You won! The goblins scamper away. One of them drops a piece of paper that appears to be a map to their hideout. To the Glockenspielery. We're never going to make it to the main quest. This map's getting quite crowded. Maybe we'll run out of space. Right. Arcane Oven. What do you mean I can't make anything that increases Mark C? At all. Wow, rude. Oh, bye. Wait, no, not Obi. Oh, have I not asked Obi about Hobocode? Hobocode? Sure, doll, I know a glyph or two. Our Hobocode knowledge has increased. How much is our Hobocode knowledge currently? Level 10, student of the Hobo alphabet. I wonder if now the Hobo King will love us. You know. Oh. Yes, this is the guy who's like, do you have a match? No? Well, here, have a match. No. Lie. I'm sorry, no. 2 lies. No, but also yes. Paradox. I mean, I'm British, so I'm sorry, no is really the... It's the combo lie at the core of our identity as a culture. Ah, well, thank you all the same. Toodaloo. Let's toodle off. Okay. Also, did I have to, like, read that flyer? Yes. Flyer says that Gideon's Glockenspieler is your one-stop shop for Glockenspiels and Glockenspiel accessories. It helpfully includes the address. Now I know where a Glockenspiel store is. You never know when you need that information. King Larry, or whatever your name was. Johnny. Secret plans, will you tell me now? No. Okay, bye. But now we can go to the Glockenspielery. Oh. Well, here's an unusual sight. 4 Glocklins are playing their Glockenspiels while doing some kind of traditional folk dance? It involves a lot of skipping and hopping and turning around in a square with precise timing, so they aren't paying any attention to you. Or anything else, really. Now, while I have read Wintersmith and been warned about joining in folk dances you don't understand, we're absolutely going to do it because we make decisions on this channel. It does kind of look like fun, but you definitely don't know the steps and would only cause total chaos. It'd be simpler just to attack them since a brawl would probably result anyway. Nah, can't be bothered. Successfully ignore your way out of this weird situation. This sentence gets me. Don't want to be involved with that. I pretend I do not see it. That's my life. Good. Hello. You look menacing. Dramatic music change. As soon as they notice you, these Glocklin guards start playing a menacing tune on the Glockenspiels. Well, as menacing a tune as it's possible to play on a Glockenspiel anyway, which is, honestly, not particularly menacing. But their intent's clear. Hi. Hello. What want you? I want to go look at that building behind you. The old Glockenspiel shop. That's the hideout. You are in there not allowed. Now, please. No. It's only for gang members. That is the whole point of our hideout. Fine, I want to talk to your boss. I want to speak to your manager. Have you an appointment? No. Can I make one? No. But I want to buy a Glockenspiel. You have a good taste in musical instruments, but our Glockenspiels are not for sale. Oh, come on, everything has a price. The price of a Glockenspiel is no meat. 9 meat? I'll pay you 9 meat for one. That joke does not work even. Okay, fine. Violence, I guess. That was Greta. I should actually pay attention to who's gone and who still has a turn. So 7, 12, and 13. I mean, we can just kill Gustav with 1 hit. So, Greta has already... Oh, no, wait. They're both called Greta. Greta the Dinger has gone. Greta the Pounder has not. So, let's smack you with a car door. You'd be amazed how many situations that works in. And then a grenade will finish you. I'm probably overusing those grenades and wasting money, but hey, it works. And then you've already had your turn this round, but I'll just help you with rocks to soften you up. And then Gustav just dies. Obi, do a hot lick. I get dinged. Hieronymus heals himself. And then stab for the win. Cool. Right. Hard times for non-Glockenspiel businesses. Also, non-gang hideout. I feel like that's probably more relevant. The owner of this place added a huge wasp nest in case the keep outside wasn't sufficient. Honestly, I can respect that. You know what I was saying before about, yes, the art is incredibly simple, but there's some extremely good animation in this game. Look at that menacing wiggle while playing the Glockenspiel. Outstanding. The Glocklins have really bled this store dry. Yeah, no mallets, accessories, suspenders, ringers, or dingers. Anyway, can I get a pass, please? Oh, yeah, you are entirely unbothered. You're just here for soundtrack purposes. This goblin is hammering out music that sounds like tiny, crystalline snowflakes combining together into a blizzard that destroys the entire Midwest. Also, we can interrupt them, but why would we? Also, no dongers. This goblin looks a bit tougher than the others. Also, they're at the back of the room, so yeah, they're probably the boss. They look both delighted and outraged to see you. Since that's a tricky combination of emotions to imagine, let's just go with excited. Outraged, if you will. This is very good music. As you step up to Hi. I can speak English. As you step up closer to speak to the goblin, you notice that they appear to be wearing authentic German lederhosen, rather than the makeshift shorts and suspenders get-up that the other Glocklins are wearing. Not that you're an expert in traditional European fashions or anything, though. They sneer at you with glittering eyes. So, you break up my house in and beat my guards together? Think you can Gunther, the bossy Glocklins defeat? I didn't have any particular intention, I just kind of go places. Wow, game, do you have to read me that hard? I mean, we may as well use the thing that we unlocked with our past of violence. Yes, absolutely. Ha, you think goblins are pretty stupid, I bet, but you have one other thing coming. If I don't feel like having a conversation about goblin intelligence, can I just say yes and then we fight? Sure. Okay, no, that sounds much less interesting. Now I know goblins aren't as dumb as they seem. Oh yes? Yes, what you know about that, huh? Well, I read a magazine article about it once. A lot of it went over my head, but basically, since goblins are fungal creatures instead of mammals, their brains work pretty differently, and they find it really hard to extrapolate from familiar experiences to unfamiliar ones. So when they're dealing with novel situations, they tend to just make wild guesses about how they're supposed to behave. Mood. Oh, I am actually surprised. Furthermore, because of the way they pass knowledge to their children, goblins are always really excited about having lots of novel experiences. So they're constantly putting themselves in situations where they have no idea what to do, deliberately. Okay, in fact, know you much about it. I'm a little impressed. Why you know so much about these things? Oh, I was stuck in a dentist waiting room for a while and didn't have anything else to read. So, now what? Okay, well, you have proven that you goblins not a dumb thing. That was really just a rhetorical question. Yeah, I guess I was showing off a little. Yeah, that's me. So, we have a fight now, yes? All the Glocklins in here playing exciting Glockenspiel fight music. We've got Gunther pretty riled up. This might be a really tough fight. Is there a non-fight way of this? A peaceful solution for you and my home invading? I suppose you want that you just leave let? The German world order is killing me. Yes. Okay, bye. Wait, really? No. But you are just letting me leave. What does her say? This goblin is pounding that glockenspiel like their life depends on it, filling the room with what exciting boss fight music would sound like in a magical starlight fairyland. I mean, if we die, we just go back to the start of the room. Hello? Yes. Let's fight you at maximum aggression just because I'm enjoying the music. Let's go. 50 HP. Immune to bleeding. 14 Moxie. That's bad. Do I have things that debuff Moxie? I can throw some vegetables at him. That's all. It's probably a very bad idea. But then, you know, I make those. And he's immune to bleed. This is bad. I guess just do hot damage because he's immune to bleeding, and Obi, how much can I heal you for? Or, I mean, we can hit him for 10 with a bomb. Let's just burn him down. 3 from this. Another 10 from this. Obi won't be able to quite kill him. Obi can hit for 4. Well, Obi can hit for none on account of he's dead. But now, it's those Gunter. Really tough fight, eh? You won. Gunter has spieled his last Glock in this place. He slinks off to find some other venue to terrorize with his plinking. Excellent. Now let's rob the place. That's your cash register, 200 meat. Thanks, Gideon, wherever and whoever you are. An upright glockenspiel. You look good in your room. Okay, we'll drag it there in a second. This must be full of glockenspiel wrenches? Yeah, that's a thing. Just regular tools, it turns out. Some rivets and an awl. Just stab somebody with an awl from pre-bleeding. Sure. Oh, and we've just teleported there. Oh, hey, it's that rug from the boarding house. Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as an additional gesture of gratitude. Or because she hates the way it looks and thinks it's cursed. Either way, let's go. Look at our trophies. Trophies we have. We can play the glockenspiel. This is now a music stream. Anything on the TV? Unfortunately, no shows have been invented yet. That's bad. Rug. Shelf for knickknacks and tchotchkes. There's an old rag doll on the top shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. Probably cursed. Simple writing desk. Oh yeah, the bit where all our belongings exploded. Hello. I've not been doing my actual job. Goodbye. I might do it eventually. Wait, we can just actually open the thing. In fact, we might do it now because I've run out of other places to go, she said, and then realized that I have a new hat. It's hat photography time. Oh, this old man thinks we're a phone. We've done that. Hats. Welding mask. Oh no, the Glocklin accent, it has infected me. Yes, welding mask, cool. Outstanding photograph there. Put my hat back on. It's a good hat. Okay, now we actually do the quest. You take a wrong turn into an underground coffee house just as a thinly mustachioed man demands any decent person to defend the formal vulgarity of Joyce's Ulysses. Why did I say Ulysses? I'm not American. Except when I accidentally am. Well, we know enough to... It's weird that this is a moxie check rather than a mysticality check. That's usually your intelligence stat. Anyway. Move to tears. The man kisses you on both cheeks, leaving wet moustache hairs on your skin. Gross. How are we for XP at the minute? 31. Cheapest perk at the minute is 50. Okay, fine. Let's actually... These folks look like they're here for some serious business. Let's make a deal. You again? So, you ready to join the party or what? Yeah, you ready to join the party, huh? Nancy, quit it or I'm gonna slug you on right in the mush. Ah, but what if I only gave you 100, mate? Because I'm very charming. Very charming. Gee, mister, I'd love to join, but I've never had that much scratch. We'd take 100. I wouldn't normally agree to that, but you seem like a good kid. Sure, why not? Thanks, welcome to the club. Yeah, welcome. Thanks, I guess. Here's your membership ring. He hands you a ring and the whole group of mobsters wander off, divvying up your meat as they go. We got a fop bum egg ring. An elite society of people who pay bribes to extortionate criminals in order to achieve your non-criminal goals. I can't remember what it stands for. I know we talked about it last time. Not last time. Episode 1. At one point. That's the punchline for a joke I've forgotten, basically. A refrigerator truck, but not the kind you're probably thinking of. Well, yeah, because it's the 20s. If 2 counts as a fleet, they have a whole fleet of these things. Oh, the air is sparkly, which may here mean smell. Full of chemicals. Fish in chemicals. Disclaimer, don't do this. Miscellaneous chemicals. Can fish the useful chemicals out from the middle of all the dangerous ones? Yeah, sure. Weird flies buzzing around this barrel of frigid industrial waste. Okay, no, the sparklies are cold. Full of chemicals. There's a pretty flower growing out of this patch of frosty industrial waste. It's probably a metaphor for something you don't understand. Yeah, I know, Jimbert is not somebody with deep thoughts. These barrels are rhymed with frost, but they rhyme with carols. It's true. Miscellaneous discarded industrial junk. One of these old coils, this is still in pretty good shape. A refrigeration coil. Mana charged refrigeration coil. If you can't figure out anything useful to do with it, you could always just sell it. But there probably is something useful. Oh, toolbox here. 11 in 1 oil. Potion to increase moxie. According to the fine print on the can, 11 of the world's religions are actually part of a larger secret religion, understood only by the old man who owns the company that makes this oil. I'm not sure we need the conspiracy theory oil, but here we are. Well, we're in the refrigerator factory. Told you, and we're not even an hour into the stream. These fridges are brand new and empty. It's quite boring. But there's a workbench where we could make some combat items. Being able to... we didn't have anything to debuff Moxie before, so I would like to be able to. Debuffs seem very good. Chest of tools, fixing up refrigerators. All some 11 in 1 oil. Foot gloves, or maybe they're hand shoes, make us walk on our hands. Oh, and there was some anarchist hardware in there, so we could have made some fancier things. But let's leave it for now. But most importantly, we have to check out the foot gloves. It's good, but it's not as good as the high steppy. Especially with this little no thoughts head empty smirk. It's very good. This is just Jim, but bumbling through the world. Hi! Big fan. Big fan. Brand new empty bridges, quite boring. Crane control. Control booth is locked from the inside. Somebody's going to be in big trouble. Looks like something's going down over there. Hide and watch. Sounds great. It's all there? All 40 cases? It's all there, Gluck. You got the meat? General Bruce, what are you doing here? Surprise inspection. What the hell is going on? What? This was not part of the plan. What the heck? Yeah, this is a series of events that are occurring. Now, time to check this out. You should go see what's going on over yonder. Well, you are the Void, and you teleported in and have a Void hat. There seems to be a bit of a standoff between the mob guys and the other ones. The square-jawed military creep notices you and starts yelling, "Hey, you don't have clearance to be here? Who are you?" I'm Jack. Scott. Never trust a randomer with two first names. What's wrong with your hat? It's a standard issue military hat. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all spooky and like... it's cutting a hole in the world. Hey, stop trying to distract me. Hey, Gluck. Turn hut. I order you to kill this intruder on the double. Uh-oh. The military guy grunts and then leaves the same way he came in a horrible, weird spiral of negative space. The weird shadow monster that was once a person turns to face you. Hello? What's up? You ever decide, I should make a noise, and then make a noise you never realized you could? Because for me, that happens most days. Shadows begin to gather around him, abstract, menacing shapes. Other solution, puzzle. Let's go. Can I do something with the crane? Yes. Drop a fridge on him. Red. Pretty sure the red button opens the jaws of the crane, and you don't think that's a good idea right now. Wow, if you could have just told me crane release rather than red. Wrong way. No. There we go. You're pretty sure the red button opens up the jaws of the crane, and that guy, that thing, he's right underneath it. You definitely want to press it? Yep, time for murder. No way I'm taking the heat for this. Let's skedaddle. Very little left of this poor fellow. Yeah. He's got a pocket watch clutched in one hand and some business matters clutched in the other. Neither of those hands is attached to an arm anymore. We have a dangerous pocket watch. It's just wrong. Once per fight. Great. Bank pouch full of meat. Any cash payment too small for a briefcase must be contained in a leather zipper pouch. It's the law. No, please. This is disregarding the proud legacy of the manila envelope. And the deed to the speakeasy, a legal document regarding an illegal establishment. Take a quick look at the deed. This must have been Oliver Gluck, the owner of the speakeasy. Well, he's dead now. So I think we own it? That's how it works, right? How much meat is in this pouch? 300. Neat. No meat, I know. I don't know if I want to use the dangerous pocket watch. I mean, I will once. Next fight, we'll do something just wrong. Booze looks dangerous, and it also appears to be tainted with some kind of sinister magical energy. Oh, the bridge is plugged in. A little note and it says, experimental, not for lunches. Is this the, first episode of Chicken Nugget? That's a weird show. Let's open it. The fridge has been fitted with an experimental automatic ice cube maker. Unfortunately, it's made one single gigantic ice cube that fills the entire fridge. I guess if you ever need a block of ice as big as you, here's where you can get it. Neat. That. Oh yeah. Game, you don't have to call me out like this. Yes, I always forget about just using the map. Alright. Well, we've got this. Oh yeah, the pocket watch is presumably just what we need to uncurse, isn't it? Oh cool. Some free glowing ooze. We have so much meat, I want to restock on grenades. Because they're useful. Turns out just being able to hit somebody for 10 damage, it works. Are any of my stats high enough to mess with the Cerberus door yet? Seven muscle, 6 mysticality, 8 moxie. In other words, no. Hello, we're back. Why is this now evil? Murray's desk, piled with books and papers. Get a weird feeling about it for some reason. Yeah, it's the particle effect. Nestled among the books and papers is a book of old, but still valid postage stamps, with a few missing. They're surrounded with a haze of weird, shadowy energy, but you can still clearly see the illustrations of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute, cute dogs? That's just like the stamps that survived your luggage fire. Oh, damn, of course. That stamp is what destroyed your luggage. All your best stuff was in there. Your clothes, your teddy bear. That tears it. This shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already because of Murray being your uncle and all, but now it's extra personal. Grr, indeed. What's up? These stamps have shadow gunk on them, and one of them killed my luggage. These aliens killed my luggage. Oh my gosh, I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps and I found those inside Murray's desk. I didn't even think to test them. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's whatever's causing this damn shadow stuff. Definitely going to put a stop to it, though. Wait. How many of these stamps have you used? Just the one, thankfully. The rest must have already been gone when Murray found them. Oh, there's that at least. What's your name again? Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, I found the watch. It was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap it on and jump in the uncursing machine. It's a pocket watch. It doesn't. Just uncurse the thing and get some sleep, okay? You look like you've been through the ringer. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of side quests. I won't dispute that. It's uncursing time. Uncurse the pocket watch. That was easy. Debuff an enemy by 3 to everything once per fight. Rad. Now that it's free of the taint of the shadow energy, it's just a boring regular watch. If you think about it though, being on time for things is kind of like a magic power. Wow, too real. The machine snorts the pocket watch up into its dome and begins its strange and loud work. Pocket watch is pulled this way and that, its ticks become its, and its tocks ots. And as its 3 hands are forcibly bent back, you swear you hear screams. And then it's done. The watch falls into your lap, hands now set to 14, 49, and 18 seconds. Yes, that was the time when we opened the screen. Thanks, game. The watch's curse now resides within the machine. Want to project your consciousness into it? Why not? In your mind's eye, you see the hands of a pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it's larger than you, and the building and the street. The whole world lives in the blur of the fast-running hands in which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn to longships, cities to stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesans, which in many ways is not that much of a shift. You're travelling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself, and there's no telling when this ride will end. Well, we're on it now. We found the best way to walk. Eat the chessboard. Sorry, Calliope, but it gave me this button. Okay, we didn't actually eat the cat. The radio isn't tuned, and also we can't eat it. It's that door to nowhere. But now we can open it. With those two salad forks. Now, you lack the opposable thumbs necessary to turn a doorknob. You're completely contained in here unless you figure out how to open doors. Dexterity, that's not a stat we have. I'm a dinosaur. Can we break it down? You slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood. It doesn't even make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Couldn't open doors. Hello, Charles. Bye, Charles. Hey, easy does it, baby. We're all hungry. Please, help. I am a dinosaur. Yeah, baby, yeah. Can you open the door? What's that, Greta Garbled? You were kind of Scottish before, but now the American is happening, apparently. What's that, Greta Garbled? Okay, Irish will have to do. We don't have the dexterity to pull out the drawers either. There's a message. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Dinosaur. No phone number. By Acton Musician. Eat phone. Hello, Jessica. Eat Jess. Jimbert, attend thy temper, says Jessica. What strangeness afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever the more in need of thy assistance. Understand, whilst thou sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger, and a signature on this paperwork is by me required. When did you start talking like this? A provocative remark, madam, and by thee well made. Fun fact, this is probably closer to the accent that this era of English would have had. Fun thing about emigration is accent change gets a lot slower, so Shakespeare probably sounded like he was from New England. Fun facts. Can you open the doors? Curious, madam, for I do not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? And thou wilt find in the telephone table thither a key to satisfy thy need. Well, we can't sign our name. But there's a clock here. Can we eat the clock? No. To do. Open a door. Eat Gabby. Eat cat. Bye, Calliope. Door to bedroom? Can't do. Shuffle of books? No. Mario's desk? No. Gabby. Eat Gabby, I guess. Whoa there, Huss. What's got you all the horns and rattles? Been dipping into the nose pane again? Gabby does not talk like that. Sure is, partner. Sure is. I'm a dinosaur? Whoopah! Pee pew, I'm the quickest draw in the West, sure enough. Can you open the door? Oh, I don't know. Never had a head for puzzles, Jim, but that's got me right funkified. Gabby, you're no help. Is that an hour, Hoss? Okay, well, at least Eat Gabby isn't on the list anymore. Unstitch the rug, 200 dexterity. No. Calliope. Calliope. Sorry, it's on my to-do list. I have to eat cat. No? Okay, bye. Knock chair over. We gained 1 dexterity. Jimbird. Yes. We are achieving things. We can now flip a table. Relax, baby. Now we have 3 dexterity. Pull out the drawers. Make a mess. Oh, behave. Open this desk drawer. You expend considerable effort wrangling your claw around the knob, only to find the drawers locked. Boo. 100 dexterity to pick the lock. Can we eat the table? Your stomach is bigger than your brain, and you devour the entire table in a few quick bites. The key to the doors now lies safe and sound in your dinosaur stomach. That was perhaps a bad move. But here we are. I think we have 5 dexterity now. We just need 1 more. Real groovy pocket watch you got there, Jimbert. I like the way it tick-tick-ticks, you understand me? Yes. A lot of power in that timepiece, a lot of power. Did you make a promise to me, baby? Did you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with that groovy power, baby. So you're the curse, and Charles doesn't call me baby. I hear you, kitty cat. What'd you say, kitty cat? Will you do me a promise? Promise not to throw away the groovy power in that timepiece? Sure. Groovy, kitty cat. Absolutely smashing. Shaking it, kitty cat. Outside his hand, and now we can shake hands. Solid, strong handshake. We're up to 6x. Yeah! That's enough to do things. Not unstitch the rug, though. We're not that good. Tell you what, we'll continue to do dinosaur things in a few minutes, because I need to take a short break. I'm going to run some adverts. Much obliged if you'd let them run. And while I do that, I'll be off doing the self-care things, getting some more water, moving around, all of the good having a body things. So hey, why don't you do the same? Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is a reminder. And, you know, go and cause problems on purpose, I guess. Or don't. I'm not your mum. But hey, whatever you do, let the ads run, and I will be back with you in a few minutes with more of this. Alright. Love you all. See you in a bit. And we're back. Of course, phrase that appropriately for the circumstances. Let's read a book, because we can do that now. Can't relate to most of the books they have here. There's one travelogue by a Diplodocus that proves moderately diverting. Wow, we have needlessly harsh criticism going on. Great. But what about the paper? You peruse the newspapers, claws making only minor holes in the pages. Hi, Gabby. Anything else? No? Ah, now we can add things to the list now that we have 8 dexterity. Your talons carve the letters HALP into the chalkboard. I mean, the E seems like it would be easier to carve than an A, but what do I know? Ah, and now I can actually do the thing. Whilst thou tarry, good madam, the absence of thy John Hancock on my paperwork grows ever more urgent. Thy signature, if it pleases thee? Yes, my name, it is Dinosaur. Scroll on an easy line. I'm much obliged, Jimbert, and I hope from now thy sleep is all the more sweet with legal correctitude. Can I open the door to nowhere now? Yes. Hello. So, we meet at last, with I looking the older man, though you are far older than I shall ever be. Huh, never saw this room before. We are the Alpha and my Omega. You are the beginning of the of time and I its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? Yes, my friendo. We're just gonna Jason Vrasker out of here for the birth of a new universe. Okay. Tick, tick, tick. The hands of the uncursed pocket watch beat on boats with the current borne correctly into the future. Good reference. You pull the pocket watch out and look at it. It's getting some luster. Oh, now it deblops people by 5. Neat. Curse is lifted. Time is in its rightful home, and you no longer have a tail. I wish I had a tail. Me too, sometimes. Glad we could connect on this fact. Fact gladly. Yes, good. Damn, I should have tried to go through the bedroom door. Wonder if there was more stuff there in dinosaur mode. Anyway, that was a confusing end to that particular thing. So probably go talk to Fancy Dan about the speakeasy deed? Yeah, okay, fine. Keep giving me more things to do, narrator. Dan. Hey, it's you again. You find Oliver? Yes. I don't like the sound of that. Oliver's gone. The handoff went extremely bad. Badly. Yeah, that too. Again, classic Kingdom of Loathing running joke as well. Adjective, adverb, yeah, that too. You go over the events at the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Skill. Show him deed. Oliver was carrying this with him. Dan skims the deed. Says here that ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of this deed. Huh. Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah. I guess you're my new boss, baby. Yes, we're the boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another one to celebrate the new one. Yeah, sure. I guess we ought to change the name since, well, Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. Sure, got any ideas? Well, you could go traditional and just call it Jimbert's Place. Or something hip like the Purple Door. Or something incisive and avant-garde like, I don't know, Noblesse Oblige. But what if we have our own ideas? Let's go branding. The House of Hubris. I like it. Now, to business. Business? We make the beer in-house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else. And based on your story, I'd say the stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. Yeah. You can find booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to get started with that? No, but you might check with Barnaby. Barnaby? Dan points at the milky-eyed sot at the table by the wall. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and a sixth sense for booze. He might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. But let's have a drink. What do you have to drink around here? Beer. I'll have a beer. Excellent choice. Keep things simple. Yes, that was the beer, the effect I already had, but also I didn't have to pay for this, so... Oh, and the Glocklins came here. Or at least one. This Glocklin has changed his ways. I like this place. Very chill. Barnaby turns his head towards you and smiles. Have a drink. You buy him a drink and await his prognostication. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. They try, but they'll never dam up the flow. Alright. I have so much meat. Have another drink. That is the same thing. They'll never dam up the flow. Is there a dam nearby? To do? Sleep. No side quests. Just go sleep. Day finished. Go to bed. No more jobs. Can we open the door to nowhere since we opened it in the dream? There's just a brick wall behind it. So odd. Oh yeah, I forgot. It was not locked. There just literally isn't anything there. Hey, Jimber. Before you go to bed, I need you to prove a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Charles shrugs. Somebody's got to do it. There's 3 applicants for the place. Okay, what are they? First applicant is the old chemiker. Some SIT science lady who wants to sell potions. Second is Jarware's Hardware. I guess if your name is Jarware, your options for rhyming business names are pretty limited. And the last applicant is Rodkin's Fine Jewellery. Your store could really class up old Plunkett Street. I mean, the jeweler does sound fancy, but I don't think we are fancy. Let's be real. I think we could probably use a hardware store because, as we established, Jimbert, lovable butch. Plus, it's called Jardware's Hardware. Okay, I'll get them moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Okay, so we also have a little base building element going on. Thanks, Giles. Also, I can investigate the books. You take a look through the recent bookcase acquisition. Charles just can't resist the antique bookshelf man and his amazing deals. Wow, I can't believe I slept through the antique bookshelf man. All the books are in Latin. Never learned Latin myself, so who knows if it's the history of the Roman Empire we got there or pornography. Could be both. You know any Latin, Jimbert? Oui. Ah, that's Latin for little, right? So you know a little Latin? Sure. You select a random book from the Latin language collection. Lorem Ipsum Dolor Sit Amet, naturally, appears to be about graphic design in the Holy Roman Empire. Hard to imagine that knowledge becoming relevant to your quest, but now you know where to find it. But what's this? Celsius 212, the temperature at which leather shoes burn. Grants a combat skill, set enemy on fire. I mean, set enemy on fire is not that complex a skill. How'd that slip in there? Yeah, better take it. Clearly too modern to have any resale value in an antique store anyway. Magna. And it'll cost a bunch to... Give me the story. It seems like it's about a guy who likes to burn stuff. Sure, yeah. Let's go with that. Need 100 XP to upgrade it further. And... yeah, I think our current build looks fine. Can I examine this cigarette? I'm not going to let you start smoking. But I'm an adult. Yeah, and I want you to live to be an old adult. Make me look cool. Nothing is cooler than outliving your enemies. Alright, fine. I don't actually want to smoke, I just enjoy arguing with the narrator. Where was the other book that gave me the cheerleading? 75 XP. And it's not like I'm using it that much anyway. How much XP do I have? 41. Okay. To bed. Oh. Well, we're dreaming again. I can't escape to the left. Boo. All of your favourite pants. Gone. Yep. Everything else as well, but mostly pants. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Well, let's make amends with Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Listen. No hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home. And I just want you to know that everything's okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. Ah, I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all your teeth. Hey! This was actually happening. I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. These are unmistakably your teeth. You can tell by the scar on the upper left second bicuspid. Should your teeth scar? I'm not sure that's how that tissue works. But your teeth are also still definitely in your gums, where they belong. What a jerk. Yeah, Jeff. Better get away from him before he knocks out something more important than your dream teeth. Oh, hello. It's you again. That scary army guy from the refrigerator factory. Apparently he's haunting your dreams now. Yeah, gotta have a hobby. Excuse me, I need to get past you, I think. I need to get past you, sir! General Bruce, sir! What? I am your... Ignore me. But don't. I am your superior officer, and you will address me as such. I'm not in whatever crazy army you're talking about. You can tell because I'm not wearing one of those super weird hats you have on. He scowls at you. I already told you, soldier, it's just a regular... Wait a minute. We're not taking your orders. We're going to conscientiously object for a minute. And then the minutes after that also. He points a weird little device at his hat. Starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. You can see the phenomenon? What, you mean how your hat's all weird? Yeah. He furrows his ample brow. The president is going to want to know about this. The president? Why would President Coolidge care what your hat looks like in a weird dream I'm having? Don't make me laugh. I'm not talking about Clueless Cal. I'm talking about the real president. I see. That's right, soldier. You see well above your clearance. Next time we meet, I'm going to be fixing that. He turns away and walks off the edge of whatever this is you're standing on. Yikes. Bookcase. This bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. You grab a book at random and the bookshelf puffs out of existence. Chaos and its discontents. A book of poems about sports, violence, and sports violence. Free physical damage to all enemies and allies. Interesting. The only way to interact with your inventory during a dream is if you convinced Freddy to hold it for you at the exact moment you went to sleep. Oh, I did. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. I asked Freddy to hold all my stuff, and he said yes. You don't even know Freddy. Fine, you call me. Also, I just picked that up in the dream game. Alright, bye. Oh. That's the sound of waking up. Hi? Am I being detained? Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob boss in my room personally? No, I am not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation. Donald. Well, that's confusing. It has been a matter of some confiscation, yes. I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. Yeah, what is it? Donithosaurus. I'm going to hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. That is very astute of you. Of course, this astution comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium. Oh, I handle myself well all the time. I'm here to propound for your consideration in a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make your offer. Oh. Can I refuse it? Certainly. Though your refusation will be, shall we say, unadvisatory. Alright, what is it? From time to time, my collegiates and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make lucrative arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus subscribed. So, you want me to do contract work for the mob? Exactly. No. I am aggrieved by such decision. You have not encountered the last of us. That's a different game. He narrows his eyes at you sternly, then leaves the room through the window. It takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. Alright then. Yeah. Hey there, Jimbert. How'd you sleep? Fine, until a mob guy crawled in my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window is pretty lousy. Anyway, the next antique I need you to find is a compass. The directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectatron says it's out near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better than that. 2 cars? A bus pass. The stop out front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. Mass transit's good, guys. Truly a ticket to a world of moderate convenience and comfort. Well, thanks. Where do I go when I get there? Unfortunately, I couldn't get a more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the place is making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of a lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is. It's a picture of a place. I guess I can't argue with that logic. Exciting new developments. Anything new, Charles, before I go away? No? Cool. Calliope? Yeah, reapply our buffs, because apparently they wore off. Good to know. Okay, yes, including all my potions and everything. So we're currently still 5 Moxie. Yes, because we didn't have anything that was buffing that. And now Jodware's Hardware has moved in. Has moved in. You look very similar to the guy next door. Public tools, help yourself. Ah, we can make combat items here. Neat. Hi, I'm Jimbert. Is this your store? That's right, I'm Bellamy Jardware, and welcome to Jardware's Hardware. Just wondering, did you open a hardware store just because of the rhyme? Yep, that was pretty much the entire reason. Cool, what's for sale? Anchors hardware, mat, rivets, and work gloves, which are hot and cold armor. I mean, that's pretty solid. And, like, rivets seem to be useful, so... Oh, we should actually read this book. Read a few of the shorter poems. They inspire you to feats of unpredictable violence. I can upgrade it for 50 XP to only damage myself. Which also sounds bad, but you know. What was I just looking for? I was just looking for something. Oh yeah, rivets and that. They seem to be fairly easy to come by, so maybe I should just use them. Yes. Rah, they are now riveted. Ah, right, and they sort into the things that they will be applied to. Neat. Can I make them riveted and knee padded? Greasy riveted maintenance overalls. Neat. Can I double rivet them? Your pants are already riveted. Too many rivets and it's going to start to seem like a style choice rather than a practical one. Well, what if it is? Guys! Is there anything else we could use to upgrade things? No, it was just all pants. Now, should we just leave? Or I guess we could... it looks like there's more stuff in Ocean City, but presumably we'll be back. Presumably we'll be back. Let's just catch the bus. To Crystal Dream Lake. Chapter 2. The Spooky Forest. I forgot there were chapters. Hello. The lighthouse keeper. Probably ought to introduce yourself before you start poking at his stuff. Does that sound like me, game? Hello. Excuse me, are you the lighthouse keeper? Sorry to bother you. My name's Jimbert Barflower. Yeah, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Are you okay? Yeah, I just ain't talked out loud in a while. Rusty. I see. Lighthouse keeping's a lonely job, huh? Well, it's solitary, that's for sure. I mind it though. Exactly a people person. What can I do for you? What's a lighthouse keeper actually do? Well, it used to be I had to light the lamp every sundown, and then douse it again at sunrise to save on fuel. Used to be. It was an oil lamp. Got to hook up to the electrical grid a couple of years ago, though. So now I just leave it on all the time. But all I have to do now is change the bulb once in a while. I get increasingly Welsh the more I talk. It sounds very peaceful. Aye, that it is. Nice and quiet and plenty of time on my hands. You must have a bunch of hobbies. Yep. Got a book and a whittling knife. And plenty of middle distance to stare into. How'd you get into this line of work? Oh, my family's always been lighthouse keepers. Both sides, Ma and Pa kept lighthouses within sight of each other. Used to wink the lights back and forth once in a while. That's kind of romantic. No, I never did find out how I was actually born. What? Anyway, was there something you needed? Yeah, compass? The directions kind or the circles kind? Directions. I got an old one I picked up at an estate sale about, 20-odd years ago. I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs and the lighthouse is flooded. Flooded? Yep. Filled right up to the top. I would look through the window there and you might see a fish pass by. How? I'm broke. No, I mean, how does a lighthouse just fill up with water? We aren't even below sea level here. It's to do with the tides, I reckon. This is a lake. Anyhow, I need a Glaxton valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece if you mind to help out. Hey. But now I poke at your stuff. A single book. One Piece, huh? That's a hefty one. Find the bookmark now. Oh, of course. Oh, looks like you just started. Reading in about 5.5 years. Your bookmark is still in chapter 1. I just about got up to the last sentence of it. I've been reading one word every day. War and Peace is almost 600,000 words long. Yeah. Don't tell me how it ends. I won't. I like to keep the bed is simple but very tidy. Hi, Jimbo. Bye, Jimbo. We can cook here. Don't think there's anything particularly want to cook here. Chess. It's a nice chess set. Did you whittle the pieces yourself? It took me 16 years. Wait, it took you 6 months to carve each piece. Pawn's been quicker than the tall ones, but more or less, yeah. The horses were particularly tricky. No sense in rushing it. Do you want to play? Can't. Already got a game in progress. The only piece that's been moved is a single white pawn. Yeah, I went first. That was about 2 years ago. Who are you playing with? Nobody. But hey, I'll play. Push one of the black pawns forward. Interesting. It's your turn. Don't rush me. I want to consider all the possibilities. Come back in 3 or 4 months. Right. Through the window, you can see that the lighthouse tower is entirely filled with water. The lighthouse keeper put a little cork in the keyhole. That really doesn't seem like it should be possible. Kind of funky pump contraption. Beautiful crystal dream lake. To the hardware store, which doesn't rhyme with jardware store this time. I mean, it does, but not directly in the thing. You know what I mean. Anyway, here we are. After a short hike, you find a small hardware store nestled in the sparse woods surrounding the lake. It's the very model of a down-home country hardware store, except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting out front chewing the fat. Maybe it's their day off, or maybe they ran out of fat. Overcoat. Nice man. Ask him for candy. Neat. This barrel has a joke price tag on it. 10,000 meat. Barrel of rusty nuts and bolts, in case you want to buy some garbage, I guess. Paints and all of this season's trendiest patented colours, such as turnip beige and ecru green and ultra lilac. You don't understand the purpose of any of these tools. This shelf is labelled ineffective pesticides. Great. Hey, now that room ain't part of the store. Okay, hello. You're the proprietor, I presume. Yep. Welcome to Valley Hardware, best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Because it's the only one in the valley? No, because it's the only hardware store. Oh, shucks, miss, you preempted my joke. Oh, sorry. Nah, no hard feelings. Good to see a new face around. What can I do for you? I hear I should ask for candy. Candy? Why, sure. Here you go. He pulls a piece of hard candy out of a jar under the counter, hands it to you. Potion physical armor +3. Solid. Thanks. But also, can I also have some candy? You know that I do, but you also know that I just gave you some. Don't be greedy. Okay. What do you have for sale for regular people? I'll get the valve in a minute. Ooh, add plus maximum HP to a hat. I put the emphasis weirdly there. But hey, steel-toed boots. People will hear you coming. I mean, we already have loud boots. We have our heavy boots. But also, I want to see all of the walking animations, because they're good. And I use plunger. Muscle +3. Do I respec into muscle? It's beginning to sound like yes. I'll buy it. And plus, I can sharpen the plunger. Sharpening thing. Where did I put the sharpening thing? Did I have a sharpening thing? I don't have a sharpening thing. I'm sorry, can I buy a sharpening thing? I think I just saw it, thought, oh, that'd be a good idea. And then that was the end of the thought. Sharpened used plunger. Sure. Muscle +4. Okay, so we need to get our best muscle build. Physical armor. Physical and hot gives us some range. And if we use the comfy hat lining, we're at least getting some HP. So it's a comfy welding mask and a sharp plunger. Sure. Got the pocket watch, which sounds very useful indeed. Yeah. Apparently we're doing plus mysticality in here. 2 hot and 2 cold, that's a lot. Jagged ring, we're not using something that causes bleeding anymore, so... traveling salesman, it's not like we need the thing to get us more meat, we have so much meat. These are fine. Got some new steel-toed boots. So yeah, we don't actually have that much that boosts muscle, which is annoying. But also, I don't think I've got any food buffs going. And I don't have any relevant food. Great. There you go. We are now hefty. And we can presumably cook some muscle food at the housekeeper's place. The sound's solid, but it's not got a good enough animation. It's not high steppy. No, high. Wait, how did I unequip them? High steppy. Oh, I should actually get the valve I was sent here for. Valves. Need a pump valve for the lighthouse keeper? Oh, sure. What kind do you need? It was Glaxton, right? None of these. Glaxton. Glaxton valve? Glaxton valve? Well, shucks, they stopped making those things nearly a decade ago. I guess there's a slight chance there's still one in the back room. Ain't been back there since termites got at the inventory. Or maybe after it got flooded. Anyway, it's a real biblical-style disaster back there. Here, I'll unlock the door for you so you can take a look around. If you can find a Glaxton valve in that mess, you're welcome to it. Thanks. Mind your step in there. Sure, will do. A very high step. Oh, there's a lot of void in here. Great. Waterlogged garbage. It's a good thing you don't care what month it is, because this calendar is worthless. Seepage has caused this concrete to become set in its ways. Let's blow its mind. You open the concrete's mind to the wonders of the world. It feels stronger and more capable now. We've got some powerful grit. The shelf is empty, but even the emptiness is somehow dirty. Nasty trash. These boxes would be perfect for storing a collection of mildewed clothes. How much of a door has to be gone before it doesn't count as a door anymore? I'm not here for metaphysics, I'm here for a valve. Void door. Something's wrong with this door in a way that termites and flooding doesn't readily explain. So, through the door, question mark? Ooh, we're sepia now. You step through the hole in the door and immediately feel a sickening lurch in your stomach and a burst of, this was a bad idea, in your mind, like when you hit the first drop on a travelling carnival's rusty and hastily assembled roller coaster. After a moment, when the feeling's subsided enough, you open your eyes and look around. Looks like you're still in the same place you were, except someone came in and cleaned everything up while you weren't looking. Huh. Welcome to Past. So many doors. This is Monsters Inc. Boxes neatly labelled. A workbench where we could make things. Shelves full of neatly organised hardware that definitely hasn't been destroyed yet. That's what I love in my tools, is not being currently destroyed. The 1917 calendar on the wall by the desk. Brand new. Big Sam Mendes fans in this house. As you leave the storeroom, the shopkeeper spins around and you both stare at each other in surprise. You, because the shopkeeper looks quite a bit younger than he did when you went in there, and him because... Hey now, what in the heck were you doing in my back room? And how'd you get back there without me seeing you? I'm, termite inspector. I didn't call for any termite inspector. Oh no, I do surprise inspections so the termites won't find out in advance. Well, how'd you get past me? Oh, I'm very good at my job. Huh. Well, I don't expect you to find any termites. I make my own custom pesticide. Yeah, it seems to be pretty effective. I might have to go back in there for a follow-up check later, though. That's fine, I suppose. Just don't move stuff around too much. I like to keep it tidy back there. No problem. Dangerous pesticides that you're pretty sure were banned years ago. You don't understand the purpose of any of these tools, and never will. Paints in all of this season's most popular colours, such as old-fashioned purple and plain brown and regular brown. Hello. Welcome to Valley Hardware, best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Is it the only hardware store in the valley? That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. I'm sure you will. What can I do for you? What did you have to sell in the past? Much the same. Yes, there's a poster for outhouse rentals. You're renting out houses? I mean, you're renting out outhouses? Yeah. At least I was. Now that indoor plumbing's starting to get popular, there's no market for 'em anymore. Just got the one left, and after that I'm calling it quits, so I'm putting up new ones. Can I rent that one? Yeah, sure thing. It'll be $200 up front for the installation, and half of that each month afterwards for maintenance. What maintenance do you do? I dump some powdered lime down the hole, clean out the ventilation pipes, and check for splinters. Once the pit starts to get full, I'll move the outhouse over a couple of yards and dig a new one for you. Plus, you get a free subscription to the local newspaper. Seems like a good deal. Great. Where'd you want me to put it? I don't know. I've heard of impulse shopping, but buying an outhouse when you don't actually need it, that's a new one on me. Listen, that thing ain't going nowhere. Why don't you just hold on to the meat and come back when you got a plan? So never. Thanks. What else can I do for you? Yeah, I'd like to buy one of those newfangled Glaxton valves. Sorry, government fellas bought my entire stock. What? Yep. For the big dam they're building. I can order you one, though. How long would that take? 6 to 8 weeks. Would you mind holding on to it for me if I'm not back right away? Oh, sure, that's no problem. How long you figure? 11 years. What? No, forget how I said that's not a problem. Well, nuts. Listen, I can tell you they bought a heap more Glaxton valves than what they're going to need for that dam. If you go up the work site, you might get the foreman to sell you one of their spares. Fine, where? Southeast end of the valley. You got a map? Well, I have a postcard. Crystal Dream Lake. I never heard of that. But it's got a little picture of a dam on it there, see? Yeah, it's about the same place relative to here. That's how we make lakes. Cool. Nice. Doesn't seem to be anything on the other side of this door. Alright, so I have to go back to the present and check the dam out there. Makes sense. Hello, do you remember our interactions? No. Oh yeah, we don't actually have to go all the way to the edge of the place. Oh, I wanted to go back there and see if we can cook anything good. Now that we're back in muscle. Two things that are hard to describe, but let's say they're more or less like smoking holes in space through which you can see the faint light of distant and dying stars float up to you with an air of menace. Two orbs squint at you, and General Bruce's voice echoes inside your head in a way that makes your eardrums itch. There you are, maggot. I had a hunch you'd be showing your ugly mug around here. Was our last skirmish not enough of a warning for you? The skirmish you ran away from. That was a tactical withdrawal. What happened to the rest of you? Did your hat eat you? No, idiot. I'm speaking to you through secure communications channels. You listen to me and you better listen good. Keep your nose out of our business. I'm just trying to find my uncle. How about you keep your nose out of my business? How dare you take that tone with an officer? Drop and give me 50, maggot. Oh, I'll give you 50, alright. We have enough muscle to just do the push-ups. Assert dominance by doing what they told us to do. You drop to the ground and start counting off push-ups. Yeah, that's what I say. Those are pretty good push-ups, I gotta admit. 47, 48, 49, 50. So, how'd you like that, Muffins? I've had about enough of your lip, kid. Next time I see you, it's war. Black orbs wink out of existence. Actually, I guess that's a blink. The more push-ups where those came from. You see if I don't do exercise when you tell me to. Hello, I'm here to borrow your oven. Muscle and HP regeneration, yeah you do. You shove the entire loaf into your mouth, and then you do 3 sets of 20 reps of jaw clenches. I mean, that's called eating. Do I have any potions going at the minute? I can't remember. I checked this already, I'm sure. Yes, because I drank the muscle tea. Excellent. Right. To the dam. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da. Wait, is that... no, I'm thinking that's Great Escape. I'm thinking ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, etc. Obi stops walking and puts a hand to his ear. What's up, Obi? Shh. You hear that? I heard you go, shh. Is that what you mean? Guess he ain't so musically inclined. There's some kind of weird thing off in that direction. Points deeper into the woods. Yeah, nothing wrong with a quick detour, I guess. It's what we do around here. Obi leads you off the path and into the forest. There's a lot of this. After a short time, he gestures to you to be quiet, and the two of you crouch down behind a shrub and peek out at a small patch of wildflowers. Several large, brightly coloured butterflies are flitting among them. That's a word, right? Flitting? As one of the butterflies passes near your shrub, you see that instead of a weird insect body, it has a little human body. Wow. These are actual fairies, just like in the fairy tales. One of them's whistling merrily, not quite a melody, it's more like a surprisingly accurate impression of some kind of songbird. It's very pretty until suddenly it turns into a squawk, followed by a loud and unpleasant screech, followed by a wet gurgle. The other fairies laugh, raucous, piping little giggles. One of them makes a sound that, if you had to guess, would be the sound that a squirrel would make while being tortured to death. This sets off another round of shrill laughter. Fairies are the worst. After this, the fairies flutter away. As you're leaving, one of them very clearly says in a deep voice, "No, not my eye! Not my eye! Ah!" The others find this extra hilarious. You think we should follow them? We absolutely should not. But we're about to. Also, I really hope the stream's running alright, because it's not showing properly on my preview. One second. Okay, cool. It was the preview that was the problem. Also, I've just noticed that now that I can see the preview, I'm wearing this dam as a hat. There it is. And complete backtrack. Detour, detour, detour. Yes! When I say always forward, never plan, I mean always in a direction. Or more. Made of twigs and sap is a fairy nest. Poke it. You fumble blindly in the nest and find a knife. Pull the knife out of your hand flesh and stick it in your pocket. It's the same as an awl, basically. Hello, fairies. Fairies push up their tiny jukes as you approach. Fine, if you want to fight, we'll fight the fairies. And now I hit for 11. Love that for me. And you explode. For 1 hot damage. I can deal with 1 hot damage. You know what? Free for all. Fight, fight, fight. I have physical armor. Boo to that. Yeah, I just killed this one. Killing fairies with a plunger. Boodly boop. Wow, 1 HP, 1 damage. Amazing. Thanks, Fairy Exploder. Rock. I mean, I didn't need to do the rock, because this would have killed you anyway, but also it was funny. Sometimes you just gotta throw a rock at a fairy, you know how it is. Show those fairies who's bigger and tougher than a fairy. Magic weapon. Very nice. And a potion to increase spooky armor. Also, we can rob this nest. This nest contains nothing but garbage and a mousetrap, which snaps shut in your hand. Oh no, -1 muscle. More belligerent fairies. Not more belligerent than usual, just more of them. Sure, let's fight. And this fairy has a gun! Fairy gunmother. I quite like that. And a fairy wackadoo, either going to heal everyone on the battlefield by 6 or hit them for 6. Well, we'll find out together, I guess. Okay, so, like, the plunger will still just insta-kill these. Tell you what, you have a refreshing cola. You get rocked. And you get plunged. I'm amazed the verb on the attack button isn't plunge. And then you can stab the turtle. Very rude, but it's an action you can take if you so wish. Tootle at you. And the wackadoo says, hits everyone for 3. Why is there only 3? Maybe that was just on me because I have a bunch of physical armor up. Who knows? It's free for all time. It works! And given that we get all our HP back at the end of the combat, there's not much reason not to. You showed those fairies who's the fairest of them all. We've got a fairy charm. +3 to magical weapon attacks. It's me. I'm the fairest. Oh, Obi wants to talk. Obi? Obi gives a low whistle and waggles his fingers. Woo, the old digits are getting a workout. You need a break? Heck no, doll, I'm just getting limbered up. Anyone fixing to cut rough with us is gonna get a real earful. Cool. Love it when people level. This is a threatening person made of twigs. Let's poke this. This must be the home of one of the wealthier fairy families. This must be meant to scare humans away, so I must take it to my room immediately. Wait, seriously, you want to take this obviously evil, obviously extremely ugly statue back to your room? The room where you sleep? Yes. You're not going to be able to drag it out of here with fairies still running loose in the area. Good point. Later. But first we high steppy over here. A lot of fairies guarding that nest. Must be something good inside. That's logic. Stop shooting us with a gun! God, I ended up quite tanky. I think we just free-for-all. And then we can... we don't have enough AP to do a rock. Bleed triggers at the start of your turn, right? So you're definitely dead. Kill the summoner. Or not quite kill because I can't count. Yeah, bleed triggers at the start of your turn. And then you have... I was too late to kill the summoner. Get tootled to death. I probably should have done it to the gunmother. Oh well. And the mushrooms just cease. Wackadoo heals everyone. Gunmother shoots my turtle repeatedly. Boo. Right. Just kill it. You can nearly kill this mushling. Mushling, presumably, because you don't shorten the vowel in mushroom. Anyway, just kill the wackadoo already. I don't know why I wasn't focusing on killing the healer. I was just like, ah, that's a fun effect. I appreciate chaos. To misquote Hannah. You won! Access to that undoubtedly wonderful nest is now yours. I'm getting less and less convinced that it's wonderful. A wand core. To make any weapon into a wand, so it uses mysticality to determine damage. Neat. I'm vibrating with nest-related excitement. Tell you what, why don't we just heighten that nest suspense? Nestance? No, I don't know where this is going. Let's instead use this time to work out a pun. But while you're doing that, I need to run some ads and go and get some more hydration and all the good self-care things. So hey, why don't you do the same? Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you still need to. This is your reminder. And I will be back in but a few minutes with more of this. Oh, you can turn weapon durability off. You know how to look for it now. Do you really want to? Not really, but you know. I don't know, we ball, I guess. Yeah, cool. While you do those things, let the ads run and maybe don't go bother some wildlife, but I suppose also if the wildlife are evil, you know, it's morally grey, really. I'm going to go away, let the ads run, love you all, see you in a bit. And we're back. I hope this little suspense building technique has worked for you. Let's find out what's in this amazing nest. It's full of rocks. Well, we're good at rocks. Powerful grit and impenetrable shellac. Some shellac comes from insects, but if you don't know that, it can come from basically anywhere. Yeah, if you don't really know what shellac is, anything could be shellac. More fairies. Must be something good in this one too. Wow, loads of fairies. Fairies that hit really very hard. Luckily, I'm tanky as hell. Okay, if I do free-for-all, then it will kill both of my allies. I probably shouldn't do that. Let's buff everyone instead. Ever seen a welder do cheerleading? Me neither. But why don't I just have a bunch of AP? I take it back, we're killing everyone. So it was really a waste of an AP to heal everyone, but hey. Okay, and a rock. And a rock. That's more manageable. We have a Pine Needler, who will not act, a Twig Thumper, who will not act, a Fairy Exploder, who intends to explode for 1 damage, and a Mush Tender, who wants to summon something, so let's just kill it. Jimbot really has the Hot Birch method of problem solving, where you just, if you just destroy everything, and you're good. Plus, our allies will be back soon enough. I don't know if getting knocked out in battle has any ongoing negative effects, and I guess we find out together. See? Perfect. Got another charm, and another knife, and Hieronymus leveled. But what's in this nest? Better be worth it. A ring. One of the fairies was probably using it as a crown. A white hot ring. This will make you like King Midas, except with fire instead of gold. When you apply on fire, apply 1 extra. I mean, we never really apply on fire. We do have Hotfoot, I guess. So we could apply on fire. Cool. Well, that was the fairy lair. Anyway, we were going to the dam, weren't we? Were we? Yes. Let's go with yes. 3 figures approach you, their faces obscured by the shadows of the trees. Wah, wah, ooh. Excuse me. What? Who are you? As they step into the light, you see that they have human bodies, but their heads are hideous, misshapen fungal growths. Why does every game end up doing this to me? They glare at you with beady black eyes. What? Holy crap on toast. Maybe we can reason with the mushroom people. Ooh. One of them scowls angrily. Ooh, wah, ooh. Ooh, wah. One of them scowls angrily. Wah. Sure, wah. They're staring daggers at you now. They exchange glances and muttered wahoos, then move towards you with a menacing air. Looks like they're fed up with your nonsense and have decided to teach you a lesson you're more able to comprehend. Yeah, interesting. There's probably a puzzle. Yeah. There's a puzzle going on here. Anyway, let's just fight the mushroom people. Preparing? Don't love that. 9 physical damage to your entire party? Boo. No, hate that. Hate that a lot. But it's fine, because... Rock... Or, actually, no, just... Cola, kill you immediately. You can be super debuffed. And you can be dead. Just alpha strike everyone immediately and everything's fine. That's how it works. And now you are preparing. And now you are dead. You won. Hopefully those guys weren't a diplomatic envoy or anything like that. Spores. The buff mysticality. So no. Wahoo indeed. This what you call it is huge. Damn. Hey. Now we can go fishing in this pipe with a lot of lake water in it. And we find an empty bag nearby that you can use to hold any fish you manage to reel in. Nice. Got a nefarious ache. Just in your fish then. All the terrible fish you've caught. It's pungent. Just sell it. Now we can continue fishing. But everything else was a one and done, I thought. We caught a rib tickler. And a butterfly clod. And we've caught everything that was here. Okay. Machine here, it has a Glaxton valve. Cool, mine now. Actually, no. Let's see if there's anything else to examine first. Drain pipe has nasty goo. A beautiful flower stands in defiance of the reigning in of nature. Smell flower. It smells as good as it looks. Cover code. Code reads, meat hidden in pipe. Ooh. You reach into the pipe and snag the concealed and congealed, well. And there's another void door. What happens if we just try and take a valve off the pump? The valve is held in place by decades of corrosion. Even if you could detach it, it'd get wrecked in the process. Same? Yep. Okay, so we have to go back before the corrosion. My Sisters of Mercy biopic. Not one of those time doors. It's like the repeated exposure to these isn't going to give your ancestors cancer. Dean Brothers door delivery. A door is being delivered. A crate labeled pipe shoes. That's pipe shoes. These don't make any sense, but you're just going to have to roll with it. Okay. The way that's that's presented as a pun, are pipe shoes an actual thing? Like, is that a term for something? Also, how do we walk? Well, that's cursed. Why do we need the minor key accordion as well? No. Denied. Hi, Steppy. Guess it stands to reason that a structure this big would need more than one truck's worth of concrete. This one's empty. Steal from the toolbox. A piece of scrap metal. Gives your target shielded, which will cause them to ignore the next time they take damage. Cool, buffs. And spray on asbestos. Adds hot armor to pants. How many things can we add to the same pair of pants? Fireproof greasy riveted maintenance overalls. Pipe shoes are the little brackets that hold pipes to walls. See, I did not know that. Great, that's... Suddenly, it's clear that there's a joke here. This truck is even heavier than a regular truck. Well, let's fish in the cement. You don't want to get your hook stuck. Of course. There I was, thinking that we could just fish in anything you said we could fish in. Like, you know, a pipe and a bedroll and a barrel. But no, this would be silly. Hello. Hey, Bruce says nobody who ain't on the crew is allowed on the site. Bruce? Yeah, Bruce, the foreman. Lieutenant Bruce. Wait, this is an American accent. Lieutenant Bruce. Oh, jeez. The man clutches his stomach. You okay? Just starving is all. Rest of the crew went to lunch, but somebody had to stay here and keep all the rubberneckers and looky-loos off the site. I drew the short pants. Short? Pants? Do you mean straw? Nah, we got these 6 little pairs of pants we found when we cleared out a nest of faeries. I see. Can I have them? No, because then we'd have no way of picking who stands guard. Man, I can't believe how hungry I am. Feels like I'm gonna turn inside out. What about that table over there that says lunch? There's a reason everybody else left the site to eat, pal. You don't want to eat what Bruce considers lunch. Oh, how bad could it be? What, jelly deals or something? Man, I'd kill for a jelly deal. Nah, it's old Cola War MREs. More like MCWDWEs, if you ask me. More like what? Meals construction workers don't want to eat. Listen, these hunger pangs are making it hard to concentrate on my jokes here. Cut me some slack, pal. What's that noise? What's that outside? Yes, that is people doing something next door and hopefully not getting on the mic too much. A little bit, but not much I can do about it. Apologies. Anyway, that sounds awful. That's because it is awful. He clutches his stomach and moans. I mean, I have all kinds of random bits of food. I brought you this panini. You offer him the pressed ham panini. Oh, wow, thank you. He greedily devours it. His stomach is still growling. Also, you can have this cookie. Starting to look a little less hungry and a little more relaxed. Alright, I will be back in a variable amount of time because time is having a minute. But I need to go and cook some more food, clearly. Off the side of the dirt road you're walking down, you see a pile of greasy rocks. A voice in your head tells you to squeeze them. The voice is the voice of your history of rocks professor who taught you a greasy rock squeezing technique. Neat. You squeeze the rocks, separating the greasy parts from the rocky parts. Cool, we have more grease. Hello, here to cook for somebody many years ago. And finally, we have muscle food. What's the fancy muscle food? Oh, wait, we already made that. Excellent. Good talk. Let's make a hot link and a tea biscuit. And, oh, I have a bunch of glowing ooze. Some radiant brittle. High steppy away! To the dam. Oh, wow, not even a random encounter on the way. The game, she is kind. Through the time door. Stick the landing. Pipe shoes. Hello again. Would you like some radium? you had to describe his current mood, you'd probably say he's 60% sleepy and 40% hungry. So what you're telling me is I need to feed him 2 more things. Like these 2 things. So almost asleep, but still looks just a little bit hungry. Also a biscuit. He greedily devours it. Finally satiated, he God, it's good that I'm doing a bunch of voice acting records after this, because I'm so good at the English language right now. He slumps to the ground and falls fast asleep. Aww. Adorable. How much XP do we have? 112. We should really spend that. So I can get +3 physical armor and 5 XP from all gathering things. +3 physical armor and +1 muscle. That sounds good. Or +1 mysticality and +1 to melee attacks. I mean, I would like to get all my stats up because that's me. Also, I do tend to go for just see what's the cheapest thing. But that +1 muscle is tempting. Now, let's just buy the cheapest things. You can relate to rocks, both on an emotional level and on a being difficult to break in half level. And this will get us more XP. Things that get you more XP are basically free. The sign says lunch, but what's on the table isn't identifiable as anything you would want to eat. Flaxman screws, grafton nuts, Daxton shafts, Waxman discs, Brampton picks, Braxton cords, and Glaxton valves. There's only one left. Good thing you got it when you did. And in the outhouse, oh, we can go in. Taps don't work. There's still a bunch of water pooled in the basin. Splash on face. Ah, we got rid of our hand injury. Hurrah. And we can fish. We couldn't fish in the cement mixer, but the sink makes perfect sense. It's full of water. You should leave the rest for people who need to use this room for its intended purpose. Pure water, untainted by even a container. Cool, we can cure on fire. Lovely. There's a book. Complete Sports Almanac, 1880 to 1890. It's a shame this is the other end of the time travel, because that's not going to work so well. Flush the toilet. Hooray. XP for flushing. In fact, was that enough XP to... Yes, it was. And stretch and hydrate to celebrate. Look, you can't harass chat for not harassing me. I mean, clearly you can, because it's a wasteland out there, but... Hey, can I do anything with that book? Ah, grants a combat skill, throw ball rather than throw rock. There we go, yeah, same joke. Oh wow, a sports almanac. With this, you can take advantage of time travel to place lots of bets on up... wait, damn it. Gives me a bunch of new ideas about balls. Better than throw rock. Cool. And away I go. Stealing this valve will not have any negative impact on the future. This doesn't have a valve on it anymore. That's probably fine. Wait, replace it. We can just spend this Glaxton valve we got in the wrong place. Gone through too much for this stupid valve to just give it to the government. That's fair. Nothing new here? Okay. To the hardware store. The worst Virginia Woolf follow-up. Val hardware. Hello. Oh, wait, no, I don't need to go to the hardware store. I went to the hardware store to get the valve. And now I have the valve, and I need to go where the valve is going, so I should have gone to the lighthouse so the Virginia Woolf joke made sense. Damn it. You see a faded billboard advertising some kind of crystal shop. Crystal Dream Valley Crystal Shop. Well, that sounds great. Crystals. Or possibly crystals with an apostrophe. The shelves, they are empty. Or maybe there are crystals here, but they're so clear that you can't see them. The shelves are there. So they're out of everything. Hello. The proprietress of this empty store has nothing to proprietor. What do you sell here? What do you think? Crystal? You'd sure think so, wouldn't you? Huh. You'd sure think a crystal store next to a crystal mine would sell crystals, wouldn't you? If you're using too many italics, I can't focus. Let me tell you a little story about a young woman whose name is Me. Oh, I love little stories. My parents wanted me to go straight into college, so that's what I did. But college girls, they're only thinking about one thing, getting a degree so they can work in a mine. I'm not like regular girls, lady. I want to sell the things that come out of a mine. Sure, gases and such. So I dropped out and moved across 13 states to the best crystal mine in the country. When I arrived, the mine was out of business, and now so am I, before I even got started. I missed why you wanted to sell specifically crystals? My name is Crystal. Doesn't mean you have to sell crystals. Yeah, but it just means I got fewer nouns to keep in my head. That's fair. Want me to check out that mine? Yeah, and break me off a couple of crystals, you were thinking. Not asking you to clear out the whole mine, lady. With just a few crystals, I can afford to send my whole sorority down there. Sure, question mark. Goodbye. But hey, now we have a place we can go. It's Gumbucket Mine. In a ditch next to the dirt road you're walking down, you spy a pile of coal mine tailings. It must have fallen off a truck or something. You remember your History of Rocks professor telling you that you could extract a little bit of hair grease from this stuff if you really put some elbow grease into it. Grease in, grease out. Stylish gel. Wow. Just look at it. It'll never be as cool as this slime. Well. Okay, so there's a door we can crowbar open. This elevator is rusted into a state of total functionlessness. And there's a time door. And a hat stand. Or possibly coat rack is there, okay. Cabinet is securely locked. This little radio is playing some big band music. Nothing on this desk except a very old pink slip. Reason for termination is listed as shirking of elevator maintenance duties. Filing cabinet is newer than the rest of the furniture, but it's still pretty wrecked. Just some shoes. That probably made sense to somebody at some point. And we got some because the game heard me complaining about how difficult certain names were to say. Some flip-file flip-flops. Office equipment or footwear. Can't it be both? Typically, no. Again with the accordion. That's so cursed. No. Back to high step. And back to the past. It's the 1906 calendar. Oh, even further in the past. Desk with nothing on or in or under or behind it. A huge disappointment, really. Empty birdcage. This version of the cabinet is unlocked. Unfortunately, this version of the cabinet is empty. There's a jacket hanging on the coat rack, which I guess makes it technically a jacket rack. And we've got the cabinet key. So, okay, let's go back to the present. Open the cabinet with the key. Cabinet is empty except for one can of elevator grease. This can is labelled elevator grease, so don't go thinking you can use it to lubricate a ramp or a staircase or a funicular. I never did. Grease the elevator! It's too far gone for grease to help at this point. You really hope somebody got fired for doing such a terrible job of taking care of this elevator. Well, good news, they did. fine, we'll do it in the past. Give it a good greasing. This thing will run like a charm for at least 22 years. Hurrah. That's 2 more years than we needed to. Actually, wait, no, this is 1906, not 1908. I can count. And remember things. No way you're wandering off into that temporal abyss. Okay, Mum. What beam is lousy with termites? And termitey with lice. This table is bare, except for a note reading IOU, 1 helmet. This cabinet is labeled dynamite storage, and it is extremely locked. Good. Very large, oddly spherical rock. There's a hole drilled into it. Try and light in hole. Your flashlight reveals sparkly colored crystals inside. It's a geode. Okay, so we need... There's nothing past this point in the past. Okay, so we need to go back to the present. We'll need to fix things and then manage to get dynamite, to blow up geodes, to get crystals, to help Crystal. I didn't realize this game would be quite so Day of the Tentacle. But here we are. At least this act of it is. There's a big crack in the wall here. Get out of my head, game! How? I mean, it's a statement of fact, but at the same time... Oh, that was honestly creepy. Massive cave-in. Do anything with the big crack in the wall? Okay. Does the to-do list have any... You don't currently have any side quests. Oh, right. The side quest was just restore access to the mine, so I should just go back and tell Crystal. Someone set up a little lakeside refreshment stand here, although from its abandoned state, it doesn't look like there's been much refreshing going on in a while. Also, depending on when you get this random encounter, it might not be particularly near the lake. Maybe that's why. There's a meat-operated red cola cooler here, though, which looks to still be in working order. Red cola, which is just maximum HP up by 5. But check the money return slot, because you always do. It's empty. No, we're good. I need no soda from you. How's that mine of mine? Break off anything expensive? Working on it? That's alright. The important thing is you're alive, and it doesn't matter that I forgot to send a canary down there first. Okay. But this says we don't have side quests. Why must you lie to me? Oh, we have a list of cats and their boons. Neat. And personal notes. The amount of information you're able to squeeze onto a tiny chalkboard is remarkable. Oh, right, so we can record notes to ourselves if there's stuff that isn't showing up as side quests. Neat. See a familiar-looking person heading towards you on the path. As they get nearer, you realise that the reason she looks so familiar is because she looks exactly like you. I've read this fanfic. Hello. Hi, are you a clone, or is this a time paradox, or what? Yeah, it turns out it's a time paradox, I guess. Wow, crazy. I agree. High five. The two of you, literally speaking, exchange a friendly high five. I mean, I said I've read this fanfic. Kiss. You're leaning in for a kiss goodbye. No tongue now? Yeah, we wouldn't want to make this weird or anything. Mwah. Now you get to look forward to a second one. Cool. Anybody have flirt with my time-displaced self on the list? Tick that off. Is there anything else in here? Oh, an old Employee of the Month award certificate. I didn't even see that. You're the only one who's even been in here this month, so you definitely deserve this. Flash it to heal by your maximum... Increase your maximum and current HP by Mr. Carpting. The award is made out to Herbert Gutchins for all anybody else knows. That could be your name. It's true. I could be a Herbert. Is there anything else? Can't leave the area. Maybe we need to find a helmet somewhere else. That's the only lead we have there, I think. Alright. Termites. Okay, I think it's going to be a case of carry on with what we were doing and then see if anything presents itself. Back to the present, by which I mean 1928, or whenever it is. Let's go and actually put this valve on. Or not. Oh, God. Why can I not do anything without getting a detour? Again, we know the answer. You see a building through a gap in the trees and pause to investigate. There's a large sign painted on the side of the building that says Quality Spirits, so presumably it's either a distillery or a ghost farm. Whatever it used to be, it's a boarded up wreck now. But we can travel through time! Plus it says it's a distillery on the map. Although the ghost farm joke was good, so, you know, fair enough. Hello, vampire? A spooky-looking lady is guarding the front of the old distillery. She glares at you as you approach, her eyes flashing blood red. Begone from this place. Wait. No, not French. Begone from this place. You have no business here. Not really, no, I'm just a curious sort. How do you make your eyes do that? Do what? Also, I like your not quite Romanian accent. Thank you. What's with those huge vampire fangs, though? Oh, wait a minute, you're a vampire. I feel like if I said no, you'd actually believe me. Yeah, well, not anymore. Okay, then, yes, I am a vampire. Gosh. Leave the place at once, or the consequences will be most dire. Oh, come on, don't be like that. What's eating you? If you do not leave, the question will be, what is eating you? And the answer will be, me. That was pretty good. Huh, yeah. You really set me up for that one. But what if we just brag? Huh. Think you can beat me? My skin's so tough you break your teeth on my neck. You puny vampires can't even handle a little bit of sunlight. Sunlight. Oh, jeez, I completely lost track of the time. She looks up at the midday sun and her hair bursts into flames. With a screech, she turns into a bat, which is still on fire, and escapes into a hole in the side of the building. Okay, then. Operating on Looney Tunes rules, I see. Doors locked with a government-issued combination lock. Be a prohibition thing. So we can crack that. We can also squirm through that hole. Crack that. Fall on the floor. Your civilian brain makes short work of the lock. Hello. Almost everything on this shelf is busted up trash, but there's one unsmashed crate of booze for the speakeasy. Yeah, crate of gin. In this crate, there are many bottles, and in each of the bottles is a bunch of delicious gin. Yep, that's correct. Yes, this is where Grandpa Joe kept all his broken glass. Booze that used to be stored here is now in booze heaven. And we have a laboratory workbench so we can make potions. +1 muscle and +3 to melee weapons. Hello. We'll make all of your hormones and enzymes angry. There's... no. I mean, we've already got the +1 thing going on. Muscle. So that's alright for now. There's hobo code on here. The code reads, be careful not to drop your handkerchief in this barrel. Huh. You reach in the barrel to see if anybody ignored the advice. Yeah, they did. Plus stench armor, nice. It used to be a still. And still is. Crazy that this still is still here after all these years. Grandpa Joe's extra fancy garlic schnapps, and we need 5 stench armor to open it. Well, it just so happens that I just found a +5 stench armor thing. Boop. You crank open the valve and dump about 12 gallons of pure distilled garlic juice on the floor. Wow. Even with stench protection, it's a nasal experience you won't soon forget. The vampires completely flip their collective shinola. Some of them turn into bats and fight each other to be the first out of the hole in the wall, some turn into mist and shoot out of cracks in the ceiling, and some just run out of the front door. After that, you hear several screams as they realise it's still daytime outside. Cool. Well, rip. What was I using here before? Was it the work gloves? Do I want to continue using the work gloves? I mean, +5 stench armor is just good anyway. I mean, I don't know when people will be hitting me with stench. Vat intentionally left empty. Unfriendly vat, do not use. Yeah, but still. Hey. This sofa's soaking wet. One of those mist vampires must have been sitting here. Crate of booze, crate of vodka. The mirror on this vanity's been broken, but the drawers still work. Oh god, porquoise, porquoise and bacon stone. Again, just this hits me with such Kingdom of Loathing flashbacks. Sometimes just remember how much time I put into some of these crafting trees. Porquoise talk, +1 moxie, bacon stone pendant, +1 mysticality, ring of the doubleheader. Throw ball throws 2 balls instead of 1 ball. That sounds better than more traveling salesman. That now I can do like 10 damage with 1 AP. This table is strewn with miscellaneous vampire stuff. Vampire boots. We will be trying them. Bloodle. It's a piping hot strudel filled with blood. Sure. Max HP +5 and immune to bleeding. And cosmetic wine. Vampire's metabolism won't process real wine. But vampires still want to look like cool wine people? Yeah, that tracks. What you're saying is they're Vantry. And let's go out through the hole, just for drama. Have the vampires left anything here as they burst into flames? No? Boo. What even is artillery and why should you care about this one? Ugh. Game. Ugh. Where were we going? Oh yes, to the lighthouse. To install this valve we just put a lot of effort into getting. You catch a skittery movement out of the corner of your eye, and quickly turn to face... well, nothing, it turns out. You were ready to face a bunch of spiders or something, but there's nothing here but shadows. Must have just been some tree branches moving in the wind or something. Oh, no, wait, it's the shadows. The shadows are just literally also spiders, it turns out. Well, it's spider time. That's a lot of damage. I mean, the regen helps. And you can't kill them in one. Huh, kind of wish I had more spooky armor going on. Okay, when you say at a time, this is 2 hits. Will it kill them? Let's find out. Yes, it will. That's a very cursed noise they make. And I'll cure the poison, because, you know, why not? Okay, these are going to kill Hieronymus, and there's not a huge deal we can do about that. Oh! I can kill them in one because I'm not doing physical damage, I'm doing stench. Right. I know he's doing hot anyway, although he doesn't do more than 5 damage anyway. Really do. And then you shrug, and then you die, and you get bald. Raising. Okay, this worked out not too bad. You won. Might seem a little weird that your regular physical weapons can damage these weird shadow creatures, but why argue with success? Hieronymus gets stronger, lovely. Can we finally make it to the lighthouse again? 5 for XP. 26. Not a lot. High steppy. Install the Gladstone valve. Fortunately, the place where it slots in is clearly labelled. Hello. Hi. Hello again. Put the valve in. Yep. I've been watching the water level through the window here. Should be dry enough for our purposes now. Come on upstairs. He disappears through the door behind him. Well, guess we're going to. It's the tippy top of the Lippy's lighthouse. No. An empty and wet bookshelf. I think he had his book downstairs. Most lighthouses have a somewhat bigger lamp. Well, here we are. Welcome to where the magic happens. What magic? Sure. Fiat looks. Yeah. Or lighthouse keeper joke. Can I have the compass now? What? No, certainly not. I need that. But you asked if I had an old compass, and I said that I did, and then I'd show it to you. Never said nothing about giving it to you. Oh. Well, I really need it. Why? I gotta calibrate this lamp to the North Star every so often. I need a good compass to show me which one is the North one. Sure. What if I get you a new one? No, I said a good one. The new ones ain't any use at all. Why not? They changed them. What? Changed the compasses. They didn't teach you that in school. Folks got short memories, but only around about the turn of the century. The Atlas Company bought the patent on West and rebranded it as the New North. Then they did a recall on all the compasses and issued new ones. They all point west now, and that's useless for my purposes. Alright. How about I find you another old one, then? Find another pre-New North compass in at least as good a condition as mine, and sure, I'll swap you. Don't really get what the point of that would be, though, since you already have one. It's a long story. Well, never mind, then. Here, maybe this will help you. Most of the old compasses got radium paint on the dials so you can read them at night. The Geiger counter ought to be able to pick up the radiation from that. Cool, where should I start? Well, most folks consider the old kind of compass to be trash nowadays. If I was trash, I'd probably be at the old junkyard. Neat. Can I have a bulb? You only use 60-watt light bulbs. Don't need much. Ain't that big a lake. That's fair. It is not. I don't need to leave to access the map, Emma. Oh, wait. It's another pre-war soda cooler. Due to the rust, you can't tell what brand it was. Heck, you can't even tell if there's any sodas still in it. Well, we'll take that chance. Force some meat into the slot and grind the crank around until the door grudgingly unlocks. Inside, you find a raccoon skeleton and one extremely old can of soda. So old and rusty, you can't even tell whether it's red or blue. Or maybe some kind of horrible brown colour that you never heard of before. And that's just the caffeine-free stuff. Well, we continue, I guess. But 15 damage is good. That's better than a grenade. Because it's basically also a grenade. A heated fishing rod cooks the trash from the inside. Trash is left medium rare, but a connoisseur would eat it well done. Well, we sure have a hot rod. Can we now double fish and things? Something shiny in this pile of trash. A thunder ring makes it dangerous to be near you in combat. Well, that's vague. Right here must be solar powered or trash powered? This pile of trash must be especially appealing to flies. I mean, yeah. Pile of trash smells much worse than the other piles. Well, we can dig through it. Congratulations, it's the worst pair of pants you could have ever imagined. Yay. And these pants makes you wish you could afford better pants. Extra meat drops. Are you stuck to a stove? This hobo's tried to wrestle a stove out of a pile of trash. Hello. Howdy, I'm Beanie. Hi, Beanie. I'm Jim, but what are you up to? Trying to get this stove so I can haul it back to our hobo camp outside Ocean City. Oh, you know about the camp? Yep. I'll be cooking up a mess of beans once I get this stove back there, let me tell you. Cool, but first, do you know anything about hobo code? Sure. Heck, I know about a dozen different symbols for beans. Wouldn't one be enough? They all look pretty similar now that you mention it. Anyway, I can help with you. I can help with stove. With a sort of grunting and heaving, the two of you manage to yank the stove free. Whew. Thanks a million, pal. Now I just gotta drag this back to camp and I'll be in beans now. Haha. Okay, bye. Who knows, maybe the king will love us soon. This opening leads to an underground labyrinth of filth. Fortunately, your guide counter is ticking faintly, so you're probably going to have to go in there. Hope you're all wearing your favourite anything. Well, let's look around the rest of it first. Be stuff. Might be stuff. See? You grab a nasty old spoon from the pile and use it to dig through the gloop. You don't find anything, so you just keep the spoon. I don't know why you would keep that spoon, but you did. Alright. Into the filth labyrinth we go. Turns out this garbage dump is much deeper and older than it initially appeared. Huge rooms and tunnels have been carved out of the trash like the worst archaeological dig imaginable. And just to make a bad scene even worse, it looks like a whole gang of those horrible little fairies have made a home in here. Ugh. But here's a shovel. Cool. A lot of fairies in that direction, flitting around, giggling maniacally, and occasionally saying things in other people's voices that you can only assume were those people's last words. These fairies suck. But then, that's fairies. Also, they hit really quite hard. But luckily, I'm wearing all the armor in the world. And health regen. Okay, well, we can kill you with bolts. And kill you with regular violence. Toodly-doo. Don't know why I keep having to repeat the riffs he does. I mean, I know exactly why I do, because that's just how my brain works sometimes. Sometimes it's just fun and satisfying to make sounds. Ah, now that his stats have increased, Hieronymus heals for 2. Lovely. And bolt. Just the concept of beating a fairy out of the air with a baseball is very funny. Anyway, they're all dead now. Another fairies go on, another fairy knife, Hieronymus leveled again. You won. If this fairy's out of the way, you can get to the northern tunnel. Wait, is that north? The Lefton tunnel. There's a wire coat hanger. Chat. Who can remember where I needed a wire coat hanger? I think it was back in the city. There was a lock we needed a wire coat hanger to Jimmy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, I thought that was where I came in. No. There. Well, that was nice and quick. I don't think it was at Gideon's. Don't think it was on the boardwalk. Might have been at the factory. Tin Lizzies, I don't care. What's the lock to be Jimmy? Yeah. Oh, but we can fish in this now that we've got a hot rod. Fishing in this man's remains would be in poor taste. That's fair. Okay, so it wasn't here. Where else have we been today? Maybe the chop shop? I don't want to fight more Tin Lizzies. What happens if you surrender? They weld you to a lamppost and kick you until they get bored. Huh. Don't love that. Yes, now we can fish in things that we've already fished in because we have 2 rods. That's how it works. And we got a grease gun. And we got some more grease. How much grease is there in this grease barrel? Probably a lot. And some greasy knee pads. So much grease. Watermelon, quick cut truck. This pillbox, no. Aha! Yes. So it killed the coat hanger, but now we have 120 meat. Great, question mark. We had money. That wasn't a thing we were particularly short on. And now we've been concussed. Oh. After a lengthy interval of time spent trudging through grey, sullen woods, Obi makes a disgusted noise. Ugh. Can't say I'm a fan of this atmosphere. What, you want into oppressive gloom? Obi takes out his oboe and improvises a little tune as the two of you continue down the path, a trilling, warbling, chirpy little melody that does a fair bit to lighten the mood. However, you eventually happen to glance behind you. Obi. The trees are absolutely filled with birds, sparrows, thrushes, miscellaneous songbirds, a whole bunch of crows, even a couple of seagulls and one turkey buzzard, all staring at you with their beady black bird eyes. What have you been saying in bird language? I don't care, but right now I'm saying run. The two of you dash off of the main path and scramble through the woods and brush, which fortunately are thick enough that the pursuing birds can't effectively mob you, and manage to escape with only superficial scratches. Ooh-wee, and I thought I'd seen some tough crowds. You know that saying about how jazz is about the notes you don't play? Maybe we should have more of those for a while. Normally I'd be offended, but under the circumstances I think that's a right good plan. Cool. You have more moxie. Excellent. Lovely and good. Tell you what. Before we get further into this junkyard maze, I think that might be the time to call it for today, because as I say, other things are happening and we're coming to time anyway. Maybe a couple of minutes early. But this seems like a good leaving off point before I, do half of a maze and then forget it in time for next time. So, yeah, I'm just going to wrap up and finish, I think. Also, before I ruin my throat more. Hey, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for coming. Thanks if you stayed to the end. Genuinely means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me. But just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent. That's SERASENT. The House of Hubris. Streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. 2 p.m. British time. That is 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available. And, yeah. I got distracted by a spot on the screen and completely lost the thread of that line. It's almost like I haven't been saying it for the last 3 years. Yes. Other time zones are available, but you'll have to do the maths yourself, or you could just follow us and be notified whenever I'm around. If you do miss it, VODs are on Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact. Everything else is on the YouTube, link down there, or it's youtube.com/@houseofhubris, where you can find everything going back to the very start of the channel, which, as I say, 3 and a bit years now. Which is wild to me. Lots of games there. Check them out. And while you're there, why not subscribe and get hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, as long as I remember to upload them. they'll all end up there eventually. If you want to support me beating the unseelie court with sports paraphernalia financially, you can, of course, share or subscribe on Twitch. But you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other, and then everyone's having a good time. What else? If you want to find me elsewhere, links also down there, or it is House of Hubris pretty much anywhere. That's Twitter at House of Hubris, Mastodon at House of Hubris at kind.social, Blue Sky at housefhubris.bsky.social, or just, Google my name. I have a podcatcher. I'm in audio dramas. I'm easy to find. I'm on TV a lot. It's not that common a name. So hey, do all of those, and I put things on my socials sometimes. I'm really selling it, aren't I? Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I think I'm about done. One stretch and hydrate for the road, thank you. So, I'm going to go, you're going to go, and I'm going to see you again, or at least you'll see me again, because that's how this whole camera thing works, on Saturday for more Shadows over Loathing as we do this. She says, half forgetting why we're even here. Oh, I need to find him a new compass. Yes, that was it. It's a game where you just kind of noodle along and things happen. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going away. Love to you all. Take care of yourselves out there. See you next time. Bye.